So there was a lot of connections to the course objectives, ideas, and themes. I think the two foundational elements that I connected to with my project would definitely be serving and leading. Um, Now, as far as leading, this is really the first time I've probably ever been in a leadership role of um, where I'm the older person and trying to use the wisdom I have to give back to stuff I've already been through. Um, a lot of the mentorship was trying to build up young boys, young men, um, and just to give them a piece of my experience of my life. So it was definitely a unique role for me as far as leadership because um, leadership to me in the past has been leading on teams in a classroom project, stuff like that. Not really where kids are looking up to me because of my age and because of experience and stuff like that. So that was definitely a different role for me, and it was I really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. So definitely leading, and then serving. I would just say serving because I get to work with these kids. I get to serve them as far as on the court. I get to train them, which I consider serving. And then just through the turkey drive and the basketball drive coming up, I kind of get to serve the community, um, and that's super cool for me. It's super humbling. You get to just go out and um, kind of just give back and really make you feel like you're doing something in your community. Um, Genuinely, in the picture on this slide is me handing a turkey to a man, and um, that just made me have a lot of joy and appreciation for um, just getting to I don't have to worry about having food on my plate for Thanksgiving. So definitely serving and leading were two big aspects I would say that stuck out to me in this project. And then the type of techniques to be engaged with, definitely problem solving. I'd say problem solving because, like I said, I've never been in a position where I'm leading young men. So kind of they ask a lot of questions and they pick your brain. So kind of one, having answers for them on the spot, but two, not having answers for them and having to work through responses to them when I leave. And how can I best explain this to him? How can I best get this message through to these kids? And then just that kind of ties in on the basketball court too. Um, you break things down, certain movements, specific drills, stuff like that. So that was super cool. And then critical thinking, I would say that's another big one too. That kind of ties into the problem solving, because when these kids hit you with deep questions, you have to think critical about your response and stuff like that. So I'd say those two, and then civic dialogue, just being engaged with, when we went out to hand out the turkeys, just being engaged with who we were handing them to, and having real conversations with them, asking them how they're doing, telling them Happy Thanksgiving. Those dialogues were not only huge for me, but huge for those people that we were able to give back to. And, I think we go out there and we expect them to, we expect to have an impact on them, but yes, that's true, but they, in return, have such a huge impact on us because it opens our eyes. We're able to see where they're at in their life, what they're going through, if you're having these genuine conversations. So definitely engage in a lot of civic dialogue as well. And then as far as the active citizen continuum, I think to start um, this whole class, I was definitely considered like a member, not concerned with my role in society, social problems. And then throughout this course, I think I've moved on to kind of a volunteer, and that's well intentioned but not well educated about social issues. And that's kind of my first steps of learning about the project that I'm partaking in. And I think now by the end of this semester and the end of this project, I've been kind of the conscious citizen. I'm concerned with discovering root causes and asking why. You know, I talk with Dwayne a lot about the single parent homes, and I think I really dived into research and trying to figure out what goes into these. I think single mother homes specifically are the root cause of a lot of world problems we have today, whether that be poverty, crime, drug abuse, stuff like that, because these kids are being raised up without a father. And I think that is something that is a main cause and a main root for a lot of society's issues today. So I would say definitely a conscious citizen. I don't think I'm at an active citizen yet, just because I wouldn't say being in my community is a huge priority in my life.